Well, we'll see how this works, shall we? It's been a long time since I've done one of these, and I'm right in my cousin's field, and got a load of wood. I thought maybe I'd have a talk with you. Like I said, I don't know how the audio will come out in this. I'm actually just using the GoPro to record sound and audio. Since we're not really particular around here, we'll probably call it good, is my guess. So, listen, before the election took place, selection, whatever this thing was that just happened, I talked to my wife. She was getting really nervous, and I was like, look, Mrs. Ogre, there's no need to worry. No matter what happens, you know, the United States is going to be here. We're going to go on. Nothing is going to really affect our lives to any great degree. We'll pay a little bit more in taxes. And let me stop that from happening. We'll pay a little bit more in taxes, and, you know, maybe our boy will start having to go to more white guilt struggle sessions, as he is an airman in the Air Force. But other than these things, let me explain to you what I believe is going to change and why it's worse. It's worse than, okay, the government's going to be a little different. They're going to focus on these social justice nonsense, non sequiturs, and, you know, all this hyperbole, and they're going to focus on guilt of what race you are or aren't, and all these things. But for the most part, it's going to be the same for us. Listen, you know, I'm just going to be honest and say I was wrong. I was not correct when I said that. The bad thing that's happening here is our national identity will start to shift back to what George W. Bush, Obama, Clinton, George Sr., everybody since Reagan, and to a small degree Reagan even, and that is doing away with Americana, doing away with a national identity that says, yes, we believe we are better than everyone else, not individuals. We've always been pretty straightforward about that individually we believe that everyone is created equal. We believe that, you know, whether you were born here in the United States or you came as an immigrant and became an American, that individually no one person was better than any other one person, but as a collective, as this great monolithic group of Americans with this multinational, multi-ethnic face and this wonderful, huge variety of foods and festivals and culture in general, but each one blending into the other in the most beautiful magic trick ever conceived by man, and that is the wonderful melting pot that is America, that not only in idea but in firm reality makes us as a whole, again, not us as individuals, but us as a whole, better than any other group on earth. Folks, I don't know what's going to happen now any more than I knew what was going to happen on election night. I still believe in my heart of hearts that this is going to end up in the Supreme Court and that Donald Trump will be the president. I certainly hope he is. I believe that he won this election in the hugest landslide ever recorded in the United States of America, and that his landslide was cheapened by this chicanery that's taking place even as I speak. I was up till 3 o'clock in the morning on election night and went to bed knowing that Donald Trump was going to be the president and that John James was going to replace Gary Peters as one of our representatives here, one of our senators here from the great state of Michigan. But apparently when I went to bed was about the same time they stopped counting the votes. and begun to take huge deliveries of unaccountable, untraceable ballots. Listen, if every one of those people was an American citizen, I want every vote to be counted. I want every one of them to be able to say, this is what I would like. I don't care if I agree with it or not. I don't think that our electoral college goes so far. I don't want to digress too much, but just look at the amount of counties Trump won. Very close to 2,500. Joe Biden won close to 500. That is a landslide, my friends. I don't care what. Look at the map. These tiny little blue islands that are very populated tell everyone else what to do. Look, so as I said, I digress. They quit counting the votes. Huge loads, bricks and vans, some of them with Biden-Harris written on the side, pull up to polling places and drop off bricks of unfolded, unmolested. Looked as if even the selection of president was made by a computer, perfectly, printed, not pushed in and having a mechanical effect on that ballot. Not folded and put into an envelope, nothing, pristine. No one wants to look at this. Listen, if it gets to the Supreme Court, I hope Donald Trump's ignoring Krispy Kremes and all these people that are now stabbing him in the back. I hope he ignores them and goes forward. This should go to the Supreme Court of the United States of America. And in the end, this should go for President Donald John Trump. If it doesn't, I'll still be an American. But the American ideal, that intangible thing that makes us better than everyone else, that inexplicable article of Americana that defines this great nation as not only a great nation, but the greatest nation, peopled with the greatest people. So remember, folks, no matter what happens, if this is completely and utterly stolen, as it appears that it's going to be, or if Trump prevails and is shown to be what he is, and that is a winner and the undeniable president of the United States of America, one way or the other, let's remember what's happened here. And let's only vote for people that will say, without a doubt, we whole are the greatest we on the face of this fine planet. And remember, be good to your friends, be good to your family members, be good to your loved ones. Be quick to say you're sorry. Be even quicker to accept an apology, especially when that thing your friend, your family member, your loved one has done seems to be so huge you'll never be able to forget about it. Because constant viewers, my beloved friends, at a time you think not, your friends, your family members, your loved ones, your life, and what it is to be the greatest on earth will